Aquarius, welcome to your reading. Today I want to do a quick reading to look into where you are at in your hero's journey when Pluto is on his last breath in Capricorn and is about to change signs for good. So I want to see where we're at in the hero's journey, and there we go. And you are in the place of dream redirection. And I want to read it to you. When life isn't going your way, it's time for redirection. When you realize you are the director of your dreams, the ones you have at night and by day, you can orchestrate a change of course, tactic, or whatever else is needed. It's up to you to identify what is unfinished and how to close the loop in the most joyous and fulfilling way possible. If a dream is challenging, remember it isn't over until you experience a triumphant conclusion. If a dream is uplifting, remember it isn't over until you've received the elixir, the wisdom you can embody and share with others. If you face a challenge with an important person in your waking life, change the scene in your private meditation or in the privacy of your journal. Do the way you most wish it would be played out. Life is a dream, and you are the writer, director, and wardrobe consultant. Thus, you can rewrite a scene in a way that is truly satisfying to your soul. As you practice directing your dreams, you will realize you can also direct your life. Though I think this is the moment where you realize that there is something missing, there is something that you want to experience in your life, and now it's time to take your power back to dream this into reality, and we'll see what this is about. And we'll draw 2 Lenormand cards for this, and then we see. And there we have a book. And we have the island. So, and we draw 2 astrological cards for this, 2, so that we can see what the influences are. We have the 6th house, and we have Vesta. And so we can see what I mentioned before when I read it to you. It is about something you didn't, I want to say, you didn't put out there, right? It is something you hid behind your walls. It's something you created inside of your 4 walls, and you created something, or you will create something that is getting you out there. And it's about your 6th house. It's about your day-to-day practice, your day-to-day work. It is something that is sustainable and that is able to sustain your own life. And there is something you didn't put out there. This island is not a card that is normally in the Lenormand deck, but it is in this one. It is about putting yourself not out there, isolating yourself as an island. And so this is the invitation. There is something you want to put out that you didn't put out yet. And maybe you are writing a book right now, and this is something that is you have to write a book often in isolation. We need isolation to write a book. We need isolation for all of this. And we need for the sixth house to be something that is pleasurable. We need Vesta. And Vesta is, in my perception, Vesta is something that keeps us alive. That is like something like a flame inside of you that is supported by the cat right now. So it is, sometimes I don't think that there are coincidences in readings, so that the cat is now so voices. I don't know if this is the right word, but she is voicing something. She is feeling something in the energy, and so cats are really intuitive. So I trust in the process. So I trust this voice too, that there is something that was true about it, what I said, and it's about the hearth of the heart. It's about your passion. It's about the flame inside of you. It's that keeps you in a place of day-to-day work that is sustainable. So it is the invitation to dream your dream in the right direction, and to pull yourself in there, to write the book, to create something, or to get something out of the dark into the open, to get it into your day-to-day work. And I think that is a beautiful confirmation of dream redirection. Because sometimes we think, and this we can be trapped in the sixth house as something we learned, that this is what we have to do. But Vesta is inviting you to step into the place you are here to do. You're stepping into this passion to show what you really are about. And this can be something that you are about to write, you are about to create. The book is something that is hidden, or that is in a way about to be written, right? This can be a real book. This can be something you always wanted to do, and we have as a support, and we have the clever one. And we have the house. And we have the theme of abandonment. And this is like, this feels like there is something about abandonment. And this is like next to the book, right? It's what is about abandonment that you can create from. What is your story with abandonment? And are you able, and the house and the island, are you able to create it, right? Create from this place where you experienced abandonment. Abandonment can be a part of the hero's journey too, right? It can be a part that we experience in our life. And maybe you experienced abandonment. And while you did so, maybe you found your own conclusions to heal yourself from it. And maybe that's something you can write about. So we'll see. And we'll take a couple of tarot cards to see where this leads us. And then we have the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. And that's what I meant, there is something, and I felt that this is about something you experienced. There was something in your life that you experienced, and it can be abandonment or something, a trauma you experienced. And And this can be your chance to step into this place where you share this experience with other people. And while you are doing this, you create something like your own sustainability for yourself. So what is it you can write about? What is it that you can create? And you are the clever one. So you can be the magician. The clever one is, for me, someone who is able to create something out of nothing, who creates something from things they experienced. And in this book, with this book, it is something that is maybe hidden from you. Maybe that's something you experienced in your life through all of your patterns, but it is something you can use with the Ace of Wands for creating something really special and something new. This is a beautiful, you can see this black and white cards of the Five of Swords, and then this Ace of Wands radiating out into the world and aligning the pentacles in this way. So it is like, in this depiction, it is going up. So whatever your problem is in the moment, and whatever your theme is in the moment, you can redirect yourself through dreaming yourself into reality. And it is connecting to the passion that lies within. And often we can, and there the cat is talking again, and this is so funny because she never does this. So that's interesting. And to see there is something, and maybe it is hidden. It is a 12th house theme, and that's what the Pluto in Capricorn was about, right? From your sign, looked at, Pluto is the 12th house. So these are the themes that you brought with you, that are in your pattern, that have to be revealed. Pluto went through your 12th house for the last 16 years. So there was no stone unturned. There was no shadow unrevealed. And this was a hard time for you because you had to look at all of it. And that can be really difficult. But this can be really rich when you take it into the next level, and you get your own perception on it, and you share what you revealed. You share your own wisdom. And the 6th house is healing too. Maybe you share your wisdom about how you healed your relationship to your own patterns. Maybe you healed yourself through your accessing your passion through Vesta. And that's all themes that are able to be revealed right now, to be explored, and to be put into creation. And that's a beautiful confirmation too, because it is Vesta is about our passion. It's always the connection to the deepest things we want to have. It's a desire that comes from deep within. It's about the flame that is inside of us. And this is something you realized in the journey with Pluto, was this ego sublimation, this vanishing mirror. This is what happens when Pluto gets out of Capricorn and comes into your 1st house. Then it comes into your awareness and gets into the next step of changing you on a deeper level. But it's not as difficult. I believe that Pluto in Aquarius is not as difficult in the 1st house than it is in the 12th house, because it just shattered all the patterns you had in your trauma, in all the things you don't access in a day-to-day basis and in a conscious way. This is subconscious, right? And the 12th house is subconscious, and it's the old wounds and the trauma we have, and the the 12th house is the things we cannot access in a day-to-day basis. We have to dive deep to get there, and so this is what comes up next to experience yourself in this ego sublimation. It's changing you, and this is where you come in, and you are able to change and redirect your dream by changing the scene that is encaptured. And now this is coming with this feast of plenty too, right? It's about our choices. It's about our choices and our redirection, redreaming our dream, right? And it's about the choices and the consequences, and that's what this card talked about too. This is your choice to redirect, to redream, and to create the future that you really want. And I want to say that the whole deck is showing that you did the work. You did a lot of work. And you know, we always talk about Capricorns and the work they did in the 16 years, but 12th house themes are really, really deep, and you dove deep. So I now want to read this too to you. This is an inner child deck, and we'll see what the Four of Swords have to say. While we are young, we are especially open to the current of sudden change and new direction in life. At crucial stages of development, an individual begins to construct thoughts in a more meaningful way. In this card, inner truth, represented by the stream, accompanied by the desire to understand freedom, the raft emerges from the watery depth of the past. The finishing swords or lines. The raft is a metaphor for a mind newly constructed up on the idea that budding consciousness is yet to be found. The hope for higher knowledge is seen in the distance, only partially visible. In this card, freedom and form are a graceful pair, represented by the white bird that leads the boys to the journey. Fishing is often a relaxing activity, as it is floating down a stream on a raft. As you seek to retrieve memory images from the unconscious realm in order to build your future, strive to duplicate the quiet rhythm of the rivers you see in this card. Do not rush your process. Imagine yourself to be a fisherman, deepening your knowledge and dropping your line into the unknown waters of life. Anticipate the big catch. This stage of mental maturation can begin at any age. It comes when we feel the urge to build a new foundation of awareness. A time for rest or more tranquil surroundings may enhance the quality of your lives. Be at peace as you enter the waters of deep change and initiation. And I think this is a beautiful conclusion for what I said before, to dream and to step into your future and to dream your dream into reality. You did the work. Now you can harvest. Now you can pick the things that you want to share with other people and that you want to reveal and where you want to create from, because now you can, on one hand, get in contact with your flame, and you can put it into action in your 6th house, in your day-to-day work, and create something really amazing with it. I'm really curious what you're about to create. And Aquarius, I thank you for being here and for listening to me and for liking and subscribing and yeah, I am really honored. I am humbled by this, because that's I'm really curious about the Aquarians that went through this journey, and through the 12th Capricorn and Pluto in the 12th house. And this is amazing. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.